Hey there everyone, Video Game Cabinet here, and tonight we are back with a review of Gris. Originally released in late 2018, Gris opens with a girl waking up on a crumbling statue, losing her voice, and falling from the sky. This is one of those artsy indie games that is light on concrete story and seems more open to interpretation. You proceed through the campaign finding balls of light that unlock paths and grant you new abilities, as well as restore colors to the apparent canvas that your character is traveling on. I picked up the PS5 port over the weekend and ran through it in about 3 hours. Gris is a fun little platformer with attractive visuals and a calming atmosphere, even if it won't offer much of a challenge for most gamers to run through. I was instantly enamored with Gris's unique graphical style. The entire game looks like a watercolor painting. It was really cool how everything starts off in black and white, and you slowly add colors as you progress through the campaign. Gris is a visual delight, and the nice music fits the mood perfectly too. The gameplay of Gris is made up of basic platforming and environmental puzzles. The control mechanics are simple, but get a little deeper as you proceed, with new abilities to discover. You unlock a power that lets you turn into a heavy block to break through floors. You later learn to double jump, and you eventually can swim underwater. It's not much, but it does help make the gameplay more varied as you go along. There are even a couple instances of semi-boss fights involving a screeching bird that blows you back and a swimming eel that chases after you. Gris may be seen as a relaxing game for players looking for a stress-free adventure, but I was admittedly let down by the utter lack of difficulty. The campaign is quite linear, with only some marginally open areas to solve fairly easy puzzles. I also do not like how you cannot die, even during the chase with the eels. As soon as I realized I didn't have to press any buttons during that sequence, it killed my buzz. There is no threat or the least bit of punishment for failure in Gris, other than perhaps redoing a jump that you missed. Gris is undeniably nice to look at, and the game is good for those looking for a brief, peaceful playthrough. More challenge would have deepened the experience for me, but I still enjoyed it. I rate Gris a 7 out of 10. And that is my review. I picked this one up just over the weekend, and I ran through it on Monday. It took me one day, like 3 hours. I mean, being 3 hours a short game is not bad, but like it is very, very much not so challenging. I heard that the developers were inspired by some other indie games when they made this, namely Ori and the Blind Forest. The Ori 1 and 2 are both great games. I gave Ori and the Blind Forest an 8, and Ori and the Will of the Wisps, the sequel, a 9. Those were both really, really good. They had challenge. You could die. This one, there's just not that much challenge. Like a couple of the puzzles, like almost stumped me a little bit, but not really. They're pretty simple to get through. I mean, but it's a nice breezy playthrough. No one's gonna have too much trouble knocking this one out. I would have appreciated more challenge, more difficulty. I think that would have added a substantial amount of depth to the game, but I also heard that they were inspired by Journey, which is a game that I did not like because it literally is nothing's a floating scarf out in the desert with like literally zero challenge and just about zero gameplay. This one is a lot better than Journey. It's got a lot more to it with the platforming and different abilities you can find. And what are a couple of the other indie games that I've played in the last several years? Was Limbo and Inside. Limbo, I remember thinking that one was maybe like around a 6.5 or a 7. I don't remember what I gave it. But the better one was Inside, the sequel, which I gave an 8. That Inside was really good. And in Inside, you can die. There's challenge, there's threat there. And this one, I didn't like how especially when I was swimming away from that eel, like, semi-boss, like, you don't even have to press the buttons, I think you get a trophy if you dodge out of his bites right away or something. I read online, but I don't know. You don't have to press anything, which kind of killed my buzz in that moment. But the rest of the game was cool. When everything was said and done in the end, I was a bit underwhelmed by maybe what this could have been depth-wise, gameplay-wise, challenge-wise, but the art style was super cool, very unique. I did have fun with the platforming. I did like this. You know, it doesn't quite achieve greatness, but it is a good game if you really like these artsy short indie titles that are not too much trouble to knock out. So, but that's my review. 7 out of 10 for Gris, and have a good night.